Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, it's currently 5:52 p.m. Eastern Time. The price of Bitcoin is at 117,527. And before we start off with the weekly chart, yesterday I left you guys on the 15-minute with a bear flag that would have taken us to the measured move to about 117,281. And as you can see, another winning trade, guys. Whether we're going long, whether we're going short, we try to catch all the trades here. I don't like shorting Bitcoin, but a win is a win, so congratulations to whoever took that trade. I was telling you we were going to fall down possibly back into the 4-hour flag, which is these lines here or below it, and we did exactly that. So once again, congratulations to whoever took that trade. Now let's start off with the weekly time frame, and currently guys, as we can see, the stochastics are high. If we zoom into the stochastics, we could kind of see a curve starting to happen. Maybe we'll continue to drag here. That's best case scenario, but if we don't, we're probably going to roll over and we might see lower prices. Currently right now, this is a bearish hammer, and we still have 5 days and 3 hours before this candle does close, so it's too early to tell. But if it were to close today, this is not looking too good. It's kind of like a topping tail here. 21 moving average is currently at 97,764. We head over to the 3-day chart. We still have some room. We just got above the dotted line here in the stochastics. We're starting to curve. Same scenario, we could fall down or we could drag. 21 moving average is at 108,249. This is not looking good here. This kind of topping tail that we had the candle before, even though it was green, and now we're having a red candle. Looks like we want to come down to that 21 moving average. On the 2-day chart, we're getting to the top of the stochastics as well. Looks similar to the 3-day. Now on the 1-day chart yesterday, this looks like a topping tail. I gave you the example of the gold chart, how it was similar, and after that we fell down, and currently right now we have a red candle. The stochastics are toppy. They're curving down. Again, we could curve down here, maybe come back up, drag here for a little bit. Eventually we're going to have to fall down at some point. Hopefully it's not now. The 21 moving average is at 110,923. So a lot of things are showing that we might get below 115k. This candle closes in about 2 hours, so it's very important to come back and to see how this candle closed. Hopefully we can make it back up. The 22-hour candle here is very red, coming all the way down. We wicked all the way down. 21 moving averages at 113,743. The stochastics are on the way down, so that kind of tells me that maybe the daily also wants to come down. In the 12-hour chart, we still have a lot of room to continue falling down here for the stochastics. On the 10-hour chart, we just made it below the dotted line on the bottom. We will still have to round out and either come up or even drag here for a while. Right now we're getting saved by the 21 moving average, which is at 116,548. But if we lose that, we're gonna end up falling to this 50 moving average, which is at 111,691. And it's probable because we still have room here on the stochastics to continue going down. 8-hour chart, same deal. We still have to come down. We're being saved by the 21 moving average. 6-hour, we're starting to get a little curve here on the bottom, but look, we lost the 21 moving average. So if we can't get back above, the 50 moving average is at 112,926. Again, a lot of things show that we're going below 115 possibly. Now on the 4-hour chart, I was telling you guys yesterday that, you know, we won this trade. We broke out. We got to 123. The measured move is 125 and change. And I was telling you with that bear flag that I showed you in the beginning of the episode, we were going to go back into the pattern or possibly below. We went below here. I was also telling you guys we need to anticipate a possible head and shoulder pattern. This is the shoulder, this is the head, and now we could be forming the right shoulder, which would then break us down possibly to this 100 moving average, this blue line, which would be at around 111,513. So again, we still have room here to continue going sideways with the stochastics before we come up, so this is a possibility. Now on the 1-hour chart, the stochastics didn't make it all the way up. We're looking to come down. Hopefully we curve back up, but this is kind of looking to me like an inverted head and shoulder pattern that could possibly break us out. This is also looking to me kind of like a diamond. So if I draw this pattern here, I think this might be the first time I'm drawing a diamond pattern on this channel, but if we were to break out of this diamond, this would take us back up to about 119,838, close to 120k. Now the diamond breaks out the way it came in, it will break out that way. So the measured move is all these red candles, and this will give us the measured move, and so far we are kind kind of breaking out. So that's a possibility there. I'm also seeing a possible inverted head and shoulder pattern as well. So this would be the shoulder. We'll draw this in like a turquoise so we could differentiate. This is the head, and we're making now the right shoulder. Maybe this will continue to drag. And if we were to break out here from the neckline to the bottom of the head, this would also take us to about 119K, pretty much making us meet with this 200 moving average, which is at 119,099. So either way we put it, we either have this complex inverted head and shoulder that could play out, or we have this diamond pattern that could play out. So I'm leaving you guys here with two patterns that are bullish. It kind of looks like we could make it back up. If we don't make it back up and instead this head and shoulder pattern plays out, then I see us going down to 111. The stochastics are low on the 4 hour, so we might get saved and we might make it back up above the 21 moving average on the 4 hour, which is 118,505. So right now I'm going to say we're probably going to make it back up. Now if we were to make it back up to 120, where the top of this yellow line is, that wouldn't negate this head and shoulder pattern, because this could be the right head where we start making it a little bit higher up here, and then we could drop down. We can't clear out the head and shoulder pattern on the 4 hour, even though we might go up, so keep that in mind. But like I said, the 1 hour is kind of showing me with this diamond pattern that we could make it up to over 119K, and also this inverted head and shoulder on the 15-minute is also showing me that we could make it back up to 119K. If we fall down, I think that we might get some type of support at 114. Worst case scenario, I see us coming down to possibly 110, 111, which is where the 21 moving average is on the daily chart. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.